Hey, welcome back to World Entertainment, and of course the Avengers Doomsday teaser trailers are being dropped week after week, of course, after they all leak. I covered the first two, I haven't covered the next two. I will put the two of them in here. In fact, I'm just going to put all four of them together and show you, because the Avengers Doomsday's directors are now revealing that the sneak peeks are not teasers or trailers. They're clues. So that's what they're saying these things are. They're clues. They're not actually trailers. Almost makes sense to say they're not trailers because they really do reveal nothing. But we may as well have a look at all the trailers just all together. So here is all the trailers. I know we've all seen them, but I never covered the X-Men one or the new one, which is the Wakandans and the Thing. So here they all are together. Have a look.
Father, all my life, I have answered every call to honor, duty, to war. But now fate has given me something I never sought. A child, a life untouched by the storm. Lend me the strength of the old fathers, so that I may fight once more, defeat one more enemy, and return home to her, not as a warrior, but as warmth, to teach her not battle, but stillness, the kind I never knew. Please, Father, heed my words.
Death comes for us all. That's all I know for sure. The question isn't, are you prepared to die? The question is, who will you be when you close your eyes?
I've lost everyone that matters to me. The king has his duties to prepare our people for the afterlife. I have mine.
King M'Baku of Wakanda.
Ben, Yancey Street, between Broome and Grand.
Alright, there it is. Now, we've spoken about the Steve Rogers one, the 4 one. The X-Men one, fine. The version actually that leaked, that was on X, actually had more of the Sentinels in it, which was weird. So whether they just added the Sentinels in, like somebody digitally added them in or not, don't know. But I wish, if that was real, I wish they'd have let that in, because the Sentinels looked great. But overall, that's the only one where something seems to be happening. You know, you can see the Sentinels walking around, but at the same time, it's nothing. And it's one of these, oh great, we get to watch Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Charles Xavier, die for the 5th bloody time on screen as this character. Yippee. The brand new one with the Wakandans is like the bizarrest and dumbest one, I think, of them all, because it's like, why are they in a desert? Why is Namor in here? And why is Ben Grimm introducing himself by telling exactly where he's from? Like, it's full of that kind of the Marvel-y joke type crap. It's also funny that what's his name? Umbonge? I can never remember the dude's name. Who I actually do like the character. He was a good character. Winston Duke is the actor, who I do like as well. Why is he towering over Ben Grimm's thing? Like, he's double the size of him in the trailers. Like, that's weird. So overall, that trailer is nothing really to get excited about. And of course, all the rumors are that they are going to just bring in a new T'Challa. But let's have a look at the article now that talks about this, with the idea that they're not actually trailers, that they're clues. So it's saying, as we mentioned a couple of times here, Marvel Studios' approach to marketing Avengers Doomsday has been nothing if not unique. It started with a 4-hour cast reveal and has continued with teaser trailers that have debuted exclusively in theaters each weekend, with screenings of Avatar: Fire and Ash, except for the fact that they keep leaking them as well. And it's Marvel that's leaking them. Be under no illusion that it's them leaking them. So rather than officially announce plans for the sneak peeks, Marvel Studios was happy to let social media buzz do its job. That's extended to low-res, leaked versions of each teaser surfacing days before they started playing on the big screen. How did that happen, I wonder? Because Marvel's doing it. Well, not an ideal way for many fans to experience them, this has allowed Avengers Doomsday to dominate the conversation online for the past month. However, teaser trailers might not be the best way to describe them. Sharing the 4th preview on Instagram today, the Russo brothers wrote, "What you've been watching for the past 4 weeks are not teasers or trailers. They are stories. They are clues. Pay attention. Doomsday has begun." Fans have speculated that at least some of what we've seen in these sneak peeks was filmed specifically for the teasers. Time will tell there, but these latest remarks seem to suggest we should be taking an even closer look at what's been shown thus far, even though it feels like we've thoroughly dissected each of them. Whether the Russos are referring to the dialogue, settings, or the specific choice of characters, today's preview revolves around Shuri, Namor, and the Thing was a little unexpected. It's clear that there are some surprises on the way between now and December. Well, the thing about the Thing being there in what seemingly is a desert with the Wakandans and the water people for some reason in a desert is the fact that apparently when the Fantastic Four ship appears at the end of Thunderbolts, they crash into Wakanda, apparently. Doesn't answer why they're out in the desert, but apparently that's where it lands. Which, that's handy, isn't it? A whole planet, they happen to crash into Wakanda. Imagine that. How did they get through the shield? Must have been playing those drums again. Good God, I can't believe they did that with the drums. Anyone wondering, like, what the hell are you talking about with the drums? They used the drums and pretty much a turnstile desk thing to open the shield in Wakanda Forever. One of the dumbest things you've ever seen. So it's saying perhaps things will become clear when the first actual trailer is released. Still, we can't help but wonder whether we're not actually getting any traditional sneak peeks for Avengers Doomsday. So that is the thing here. They're trying to say they're clues. They're not trailers and stuff. It's like, are they clues that you've got a film coming out? Because, like, there's nothing in these trailers. The dialogue that's in them makes no sense, to be quite honest with you. Like, the main one you listened to was the Magneto voiceover. And up to the point of, he says, you know, are you prepared for death? When you close your eyes, what will you become? And stuff like that. It's like, what? What do you mean, what do you become? And when you close your eyes, you're talking about when you die, what do you become? And stuff like that. Because it's weird. The conversation in this new trailer is like gobbledygook. It's her talking about, I've lost everyone I loved and blah blah blah, and then she says a few things that just don't make sense. So you're trying to make people dissect your trailers to find out what the clues are, to try and, oh, it must be this and it must lead to that. You're running the risk that people will think they've cracked it, they have exactly what it is, then their expectations go through the roof, and then you go and hand them the movie and they end up massively disappointed because the very thing they thought you were promising them through your somewhat clues wasn't the thing at all. You do run that risk. Also, people are starting to kind of call it out and say, like, just drop the trailer already, which they probably can't because they don't have the movie yet. Let's be realistic. It's a mess. And word behind the scenes is that this thing isn't just a mess. The exact word coming out from people within the company is, it's a fucking mess. So this thing is probably going to be a gigantic disaster. Be under no illusion though, it will open massively. And I do mean massively. It is going to be so heavy front loaded. And then it's going to probably have this unbelievable drop off. But they are of course about to do reshoots and all this stuff. What are they supposed to put out? Which does raise the question, are these actual scenes from the movie, or did they film these things specifically for these trailers? Either way, they're trying to say they're not actually trailers, they're clues. Clues to what? They're not even mentioning Doom in the thing. So your guess is as good as mine, but what do you guys think? Have you dissected these trailers to the point of you think you've discovered what they actually are, which according to what you would be looking at is trailers? Let us know, and what do you think about them just putting out an actual trailer for this thing? Let me know what your thoughts are on all of this Doomsday stuff. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and hit the hype button and check out memberships and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I shall catch you in the next one.